Hello everyone, in this video I will demonstrate how to measure body composition using the 7-site Skinfold measurement. The measurement tool we will be using is a caliper. Ensure that the caliper is properly calibrated and that the pointer starts at 0 millimeters to ensure proper measurements. Other factors that can lead to incorrect measurements are poor technique and an inexperienced evaluator. All measurements should be taken in the right side of the body with the subject standing upright or in an anatomical position, wearing as little clothing as possible. Calipers should be placed directly on the skin surface 1 centimeter away from the thumb and the finger. The tricep site will be measured on the posterior midline of the upper arm, halfway between your acromion and the olecranon process, with the arm held freely to the side of the body. Make sure to mark the site with some form of marker so you remember what the site is. Take the measurements 3 times for each site, but not consecutively on the same site. Make sure to rotate between sites. This is to allow the skin to regain normal texture and thickness and ensure that you get the most accurate reading. Retest if measurements are not within 1 to 2 millimeters. The pinch should be maintained while reading the caliper. Wait 1 or 2 seconds before reading the caliper. The tricep will be taken at a vertical fold. The subscapular will be measured with a diagonal fold at a 45-degree angle, 1 to 2 centimeters below the inferior angle of the scapula. Have the subject place your right arm back behind your back to identify the scapula, but before taking a measurement, make sure your arm is back to anatomical position. Next is the abdominal site. It should be measured in a vertical fold 2 centimeters to the right of the umbilicus. The superiliac will be taken with a diagonal fold, in line with the natural angle of the iliac crest, taken in the anterior axillary line immediately superior to the iliac crest. Next is the thigh. It will be taken with a vertical fold on the anterior midline of the thigh, midway between the proximal border of the patella and the hip. The next site is the mid-axillary site. It will be measured with a vertical fold on the mid-axillary line at the level of the xiphoid process of the sternum. Remember to mark the site so when you come back on your next rotation, you know where to measure. The chest or pectoral site is measured with a diagonal fold. Now, the measurement site will be different for male and females. For males, the measuring site is 1/2 the distance between the anterior axillary line and the nipple. For women, it is 1/3 of the distance between the anterior axillary line and the nipple. You can refer to the following Skinfold equations to determine the body density. Notice that the equations are different for men and for women. Finally, when you have calculated body density, you can determine body fat using either the Brozek or the Siri equation.